The campus of Mangalore University at Mangala Gangotri glitters with lights on the eve of the 33rd Annual Convocation. The venue of the Convocation ceremony will be the Mangala Auditorium, which glows in its stately majesty. Convocation Day, the 17th of June 2015, dawns bright and clear. Prior to the ceremony, the officers and staff of the university await the arrival of the dignitaries. The governor's convoy appears, marking the start of the ceremonies leading up to the convocation. His Excellency Sri Vajubhai Rudabai Wala, Governor of Karnataka and Chancellor, Mangalore University, arrives and is welcomed by Professor K. Bhairappa, Honorable Vice Chancellor. Professor K. Bhairappa, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University, puts the finishing touches before the arrival of the honorary doctorate recipients. Professor B.V.R. Chowdhury, Executive Director of the National University of Singapore India Research Initiatives, Department of Physics, National University of Singapore, is the first to arrive. Mr. Shashi Kiran Shetty, Executive Chairman, All Cargo Logistics Limited, Mumbai, renowned industrialist and entrepreneur, arrives with his wife. The next to arrive is Professor Govardhan Mehta, formerly Director, Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, and National Research Professor, School of Chemistry, University of Hyderabad. Professor Rangappa, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mysore, is among our honored guests. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor K. Bhairappa calls upon our Chief Guest and Honorary Doctorate recipient Professor Govardhan Mehta and his wife Mrs. Ranjana Mehta. The Vice Chancellor with one of our Honorary Doctorate recipients, Shri Shekhara Shetty. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor K. Bhairappa with Professor B.V.R. Chaudhary. After having a word with the Honorary Doctorate recipients, our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor K. Bhairappa dons the ceremonial robes. It is now time to sign the register of eligible candidates . And also the citations to be presented to the recipients of the honorary degrees. Mr. Shekhara Shetty, one of our Honorary Doctorate recipients, in conversation with the Chief Guest, Professor Govardhan Mehta, Professor B.V.R. Chaudhary, being welcomed by the Registrar and Registrar Evaluation, Shri Shekhara Shetty and his wife, along with our Chief Guest Professor Govardhan Mehta, and the other dignitaries present on the occasion. A group photograph, and then it's time to leave for the convocation ceremony. The 33rd Annual Convocation of Mangalore University at the Mangala Auditorium the arrival of His Excellency Shri Vajubhai Rudabai Vala, Governor of Karnataka and Chancellor of Mangalore University, marks the commencement of the pre-convocation proceedings. His Excellency is received by Professor K. Bhairappa, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and the members of the Syndicate and Academic Council. His Excellency is being introduced to the members of the Syndicate and the Academic Council. And will join them for a photograph before the convocation ceremony begins. The highest executive and academic bodies of the university, now together with His Excellency, the Chancellor of Mangalore University. The convocation procession now forms in the designated order. The convocation procession marks the beginning of the ceremonies. The members of the Syndicate and Academic Council in pairs are at the head of the procession. They are followed by the deans of the various faculties. And then behind them in the procession comes the Registrar Evaluation, Professor B. Narayana, and the Registrar, Professor P.S. Yadapadithaya. And then the recipients of the honorary doctorates, Professor B.V.R. Chowdhury, Sri Shashi Kiran Shetty, and Professor Dr. Govardhan Mehta, who is also our chief guest. The Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Bhairappa, Dean of the Arts Faculty, Professor Chinnappa Gowda, His Excellency the Governor of Karnataka and Chancellor of Mangalore University, followed by the aide-de-camp. The convocation begins with the national anthem.
ವಿಶ್ವ ಮಾನವತೆಯ ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಸಾರಿದ ಕವಿ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕವಿ ಕುವೆಂಪು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ SDM ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು. ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಸುಂದರ ನದಿವನಗಳ ನಾಡೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ರಸ ಋಷಿಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ, ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ
renowned scientist and national research professor, Sri Shashi Kiran Shetty, renowned industrialist, philanthropist and interpretation professor, B.R. Chowdhury, contributing to the Indian higher education and also to the confirmed degree on candidates who have successfully completed the examination held for the purpose and have been certified to be worthy of the same, let the candidates be now presented.
ಘನತವೆತ್ತ ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಯವರೇ, ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಸಿಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ವಿದ್ಯಾ ವಿಷಯಕ ಪರಿಷತ್ತುಗಳ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಮಾಜ ಸೇವೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ಅನನ್ಯ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ನೀಡಿರುವ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಮೆಹ್ತಾ, ಶ್ರೀ ಶಶಿಕಿರಣ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ BVR ಚೌಧರಿ ಇವರುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್ ಗೌರವ ಪದವಿಗಾಗಿ ತಮಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಲು ನನಗೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳ ಹಾಗೂ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಾ ಈ ದಿನ ಗೌರವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಲು ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವ ಗಣ್ಯರ ಕಿರುಪರಿಚಯ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿಯುವಂತಾಗಲು ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Syndicate and the Academic Council of Mangalore University, I have the honor to present before you the following three eminent personalities who have contributed significantly to our society in the areas of education and research and social work for the conferment of the honorary doctorate degree honoris causa of Mangalore University. Professor Govardhana Mehta, a national research professor and Bharatiya Jubilant Chair at the University of Hyderabad, is a leading scientist and educationist with numerous research contributions in the field of chemical sciences. He has held faculty positions at the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, the University of Hyderabad, where he was also the Vice Chancellor during 1994 to 98, and the Indian Institute of Science, a premier institution of the country, as the director between 1998 and 2005. In addition, he has been Indian National Science Academy's Srinivas Ramanujam Research Professor between 1992 and 97, CSIR Bhatnagar Fellow between 2005 and 2010, and National Research Professor from 2009. Professor Mehta has held visiting professorships and named chairs at numerous universities in India and abroad. Professor Mehta has been exceptionally prolific in his scientific pursuits, publishing more than 480 original research papers in highly reputed journals, mentoring over 100 PhD and postdoctoral students, and has presented over 250 plenary keynote and invited lectures that include nearly 100 named plenary lectures in different parts of the world. Professor Mehta has over 50 awards and honors to his credit from both India and abroad. He has been confirmed the highest civilian award of the France by the President of France and Padma Shri by the President of India. He is a fellow of the Royal Society, London, and fellow of the Third World Academy of Sciences, Italy, and foreign member of the Russian Academy of Sciences, and fellow of all the three Science Academia in India. Professor Mehta has been confirmed. Now, may I request Your Excellency, the Chancellor, to confer the degree on Professor Govardhan Mehta and present him the degree. I take this opportunity to present before you Sri Shashikiran Shetty. Sri Shashikiran Shetty is a very successful entrepreneur, industrialist and philanthropist. He is the founder and executive chairman of a global company called Alcargo Logistics Limited. As a multinational venture, Alcargo Logistics has about 200 offices in about 90 countries, employing about 8,500 people. As part of the corporate social responsibility of his company, Sri Shetty has launched the Avashya Foundation in India for social welfare schemes encompassing national disaster relief, healthcare, education, sports, women empowerment and environment sustainability. Shri Shetty has received a number of awards for his social service and philanthropy, a few of which are the highest Belgian civilian award, civilian honor conferred on him by the President of Belgium, and Business Leader and Visionary of the Year 2013 by Maritime and Logistics Award, Corporate Social Responsibility Award in 2013, and Entrepreneur of the Year Award in Services category in the year 2010 by Ernst & Young. Shri Shetty is a role model for exemplary leadership and entrepreneurship qualities. He is a source of inspiration for the youth of the country aspiring to reach greater heights of accomplishment in life. For his contribution to social work, Mangalore University deems it an honor to confer the degree of Doctor of Literature honoris causa on Shri Shashikiran Shetty. Now, may I request Your Excellency, the Chancellor, to confer the degree on Shri Shashikiran Shetty and present him the degree. Before this audience, Professor B.V.R. Chowdhury. Professor B.V.R. Chowdhury is the Executive Director of India Research Initiatives for fostering collaborative research between the National University of Singapore, NUS, and universities and institutes of higher learning in India. The India-Singapore initiative has so far facilitated the training of more than 1,000 Indian students at different laboratories of National University of Singapore. Professor Chowdhury has been a visiting professor at the University of Zurich, Switzerland, University of Pennsylvania, USA, University of Nagoya, Japan, Shanghai Institute of Ceramics, China, and Alexander von Humboldt Fellow at the University of Stuttgart, Germany. Professor Chowdhury was awarded the highest civilian award by the government of France, and also Business Event Ambassador title by the Government of Singapore, and Outstanding Science Entrepreneur by the Faculty of Science of National University of Singapore. He is appointed as Honorary Advisor to the Government of Andhra Pradesh. Professor Chowdhury was the founder President of the Asian Society for Solid-State Ionics. Also, he was elected as the President of the Materials Research Society of Singapore and President of the International Union of Material Research Societies, and he was the first Asian to get this recognition. Professor Chowdhury has been responsible for the visit of several young Indian researchers to the National University of Singapore, arranging scholarships to our students and internships. His interest in promoting Indian higher education system is highly laudable. He has been elected as a fellow of the several academia in the world. For his contribution to education and research, Mangalore University deems it an honor to confer the degree of Doctor of Literature honoris causa on Professor B.V.R. Chowdhury. Now, may I request Your Excellency, the Chancellor, to confer the degree on Professor B.V.R. Chowdhury and present him the degree.
As Chancellor of the Mangalore University, I admit Professor Govardhan Mehta to the degree of Doctor of Science, DSc, Sri Shashikiran Shetty, and Professor B.R. Chaudhary to be the degree of Doctor of the Literature honoris causa to the university, and in token thereof, I present them the honorary degree and authorize them to wear the hoods obtained as the insignia of the said degree.
ಮಾನವಿಕ ನಿಕಾಯ ಘನತೆವೆತ್ತ ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳೇ, ಮಾನವಿಕ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ಜರ್ನಲಿಸಮ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪದವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಹರಾಗಿರುವ ಯಾದಿಯನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವರನ್ನು ಆಯಾ ಪದವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಗೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಮಾನವಿಕ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಪದವಿ ಪಡೆಯಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತು ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ವಂದಿಸಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಉಡುಪ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಜಿ ಶಂಕರ ಸರಕಾರಿ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಪ್ರಥಮ ದರ್ಜೆ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಅಜ್ಜರಕಾಡು ಉಡುಪಿ, ದಿವಂಗತ ಗುರುರಾಜ್ ಭಟ್ ಸ್ಮಾರಕ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ, ದಿವಂಗತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪಾದೂರು ಗುರುರಾಜ್ ಭಟ್ ಸ್ಮಾರಕ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ, ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ವಸಂತ ಎಸ್ ಅಲಂಕಾರಣ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಎಸ್ ಅಲಂಕಾರಣ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಡಿ ಗುರುರಾಜ್ ಭಟ್ ಸ್ಮಾರಕ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ, ಅಬ್ರೇ ಡಿಸೋಜಾ ಚಾರಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಂ ವಿ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಮಾರಕ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ ಭಾರತ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಬಿ ಶೇಖಾಲಿ ಫೆಲಿಸಿಟೇಷನ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ. ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪದಕ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ವಿಜೇತರು ಶಹನಾಜ್ BA ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಳ್ವಾಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಮೂಡಬಿದಿರಿ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿ ಟಿ ಅಬ್ರಹಾಂ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ.
ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ನಿಕಾಯ ಘನತೆವೆತ್ತ ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳೇ, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ, ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೆಥಾಲಜಿ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್, MSc Geoinformatics, MSc Bioinformatics, MSc Biotechnology, MSc Earth Science and Resource Management, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science Hospitality Science, Bachelor of Science Fashion Design, Bachelor of Science Interior Design and Decoration, Bachelor of Science Food Nutrition and Dietetics, Bachelor of Computer Applications, Bachelor in Audiology, Speech Language Pathology ಪದವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಹರಾಗಿರುವ ಯಾದಿಗಳನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವರನ್ನು ಆಯಾ ಪದವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಗೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಪದವಿ ಪಡೆಯಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತು ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ವಂದಿಸಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅವರ ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ಕರೆದ ಹಾಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ವಂದಿಸಿ ಪದಕ, ಬಹುಮಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಪದವಿ ಪತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಿಂದಿರುಗಬೇಕು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಸಿ ವಿದ್ಯುನ್ಮಾನ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಪದಕ, ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ವಿಜೇತರು ಕಾರುಣ್ಯ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಎಸ್, ಅನ್ವಯಿಕ ಸಸ್ಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ವಿಭಾಗ, ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ. ಮುಲ್ಲಾ ಸಲೇಬಾಯ್ MA ವಾಕ್ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ, ಕುಂಬಳ ರಾಮದಾಸ್ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ನಾಯಕ್ ಸ್ಮಾರಕ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ TC ಶಿವಶಂಕರ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ, ಲೋಬೋ ಪ್ರಭು SR ಅಲ್ಫೋನ್ಸೋ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ. ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಪದಕ ಮತ್ತು ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರಥಮ ವಿಜೇತರು ವರ್ಷಾ ಮಳೆಯಾರ್ BSc ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಸೇಂಟ್ ಫಿಲೋಮಿನಾ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಪುತ್ತೂರು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ TMA ಪೈ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ BSc PCR.
ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ನಿಕಾಯ ಘನತೆವೆತ್ತ ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳೇ, ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟೂರಿಸಂ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪದವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಹರಾಗಿರುವ ಯಾದಿಯನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವರನ್ನು ಆಯಾ ಪದವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಗೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಪದವಿ ಪಡೆಯಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತು ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ವಂದಿಸಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅವರ ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ಕರೆದ ಹಾಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಆಡಳಿತ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಪದಕ, ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ವಿಜೇತೆ ಶ್ವೇತಾ ಭಂಡಾರಿ ಪಿ, M.Com ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್, SVS ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಂಟ್ವಾಳ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಸೋಮ ಪಾಂಗ್ಯರ ಕೋಡಿ ಕುಂಜಾನ ಮೆಮೋರಿಯಲ್ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ. ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಪದಕ, ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ವಿಜೇತೆ ನಿಖಿತಾ ಪೈ ಬಿ, B.Com ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್, SVS ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಂಟ್ವಾಳ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ರುಕ್ಮಿಣಿ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಮೆಮೋರಿಯಲ್ ಶಿವಕಾಶಿ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ ಹಾಗೂ TMA ಪೈ ನಗದು ಬಹುಮಾನ.
ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಪದವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಹರಾಗಿರುವ ಯಾದಿಯನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವರನ್ನು ಆಯಾ ಪದವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಗೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಪದವಿ ಪಡೆಯಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತು ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ವಂದಿಸಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಕಾಯದ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅವರ ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ಕರೆದ ಹಾಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ವಂದಿಸಿ ಪದಕ, ಬಹುಮಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಪದವಿ ಪತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಿಂದಿರುಗಬೇಕು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರು ಆಂಟೋ ಡೆಲಿಯಾ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ. ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಜಿ, MTED ಪ್ರಥಮ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ದೈಹಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ವಿಭಾಗ, ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ. ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೌತಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಮಾರಕ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ.
Let all the candidates stand up.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the Mangalore University, I admit all the presented candidates to various degrees in arts, science, commerce and education faculty.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Karnataka and Chancellor of Mangalore University, Sri Vajubai Rudabai Walaji, distinguished Chief Guest Professor Govardhan Mehta and other dignitaries on the dais, esteemed members of the Syndicate and Academic Council, distinguished invitees, members of the faculty, staff, successful graduates of the university, their parents and wards, beloved students of our campus, representatives of the media, ladies and gentlemen. We are celebrating the 33rd annual convocation of Mangalore University, and first of all, I am extremely happy to welcome His Excellency Sri Vajubai Rudabai Walaji, the Honorable Governor of Karnataka, who has kindly consented to preside over this convocation. At the outset, Let me thank His Excellency for his deep concern in the affairs of Mangalore University and his guidance at every stage of development of this university. Your Excellency, I am happy to state that your august presence on this occasion instills confidence in us and provides moral support. On behalf of Mangalore University, I extend a very cordial welcome to you, sir. Our chief guest of this morning is Professor Govardhan Mehta. Sir, despite your busy schedule, you have been kind enough to accept our invitation to be the chief guest and to address this convocation. On behalf of Mangalore University, I wholeheartedly welcome you. I am also happy to welcome the members of the syndicate and academic council and members of various other bodies of our university. I especially welcome the students who have assembled here to receive their degrees, their parents, the faculty members and staff and the students of the campus. I welcome officers of the district administration and all other distinguished guests who have responded to our invitation. I also extend a warm welcome to the members of the print and electronic media who are here to cover this program. Having performed this pleasant task of welcoming all of you, let me proceed to perform an equally important task of introducing the dignitaries on the dais. First of all, let me have the privilege of introducing His Excellency, the Chancellor of our University and the Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Sri Vajubhai Rudabai Walaji. A born leader, Sri Vajubhai Rudabai Walaji entered into public life as a Swayam Sevak of RSS during his school days. During his college days, he became the secretary of Gymkhana of his college. He has compassion and soft corner for downtrodden and needy people of the society. He has got a special place in the heart of the people through his generous, modest, affectionate, docile and courteous attitude. As a public leader, Sri Vajubhai Walaji has been associated with one of the leading cooperative banks of India, that is Rajkot Nagarik Sahkari Bank, since 1971, and he has given his efficient service as a chairman of this leading bank from 1975 to 76 and 81 to 82 and from 87 to 1990. He was imprisoned in Sabarmati jail for 11 months during the 1975 emergency period. He is fond of traditional programs of folklore and folk music. He has established his special identity among the people of Rajkot through his remarkable work in social, cultural and literary fields. He became mayor in February 1983 and was continuously elected as an MLA since 1985 from Rajkot 2 constituency and held all the important portfolios in the Gujarat government, such as Minister for Urban Development, Minister for Energy, Minister for Petrochemicals, Minister for Finance and also Minister for Revenue. Sri Walaji did extremely admiring work during the water crisis in the year 1986. As an efficient mayor and an MLA, he vigorously represented the water problems before the state government and finally did successful arrangements of water from the various dams near and far from Rajkot. He rendered remarkable service as a revenue minister and as a finance minister during the natural calamities like drought and earthquake. In 2007, he presented budget for the 12th time in the State Assembly and created a record. The other notable point about all those 12 budgets is that not a single budget taxes were enhanced. He has broken his own record by presenting the budget for the 18th time in 2012. He was unanimously chosen as the Speaker of Gujarat Legislative Assembly in 2013. He was awarded the Best Citizen of India Award 2006 by the International Publishing House, New Delhi. In the political and social field, he is the only person of the Gujarat state who has been elected for this award. Sri Vajubhai Ji has been felicitated with award Bharat Gaurav Award by India International Friendship Society, New Delhi in the year 2007. Sri Vajubhai Walaji took oath as the Governor of Karnataka on 1st of September 2014 and continues to serve the people of Karnataka in an enlightened manner. Sir, once again I extend a hearty welcome to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Govardhan Mehta. Professor Govardhan Mehta, a national research professor and Bharatiya Jubilant chair at the University of Hyderabad, as I have already introduced to the august audience. So once again I extend a hearty welcome to you. Let me now proceed to present a brief report about our university's performance and development as far as our academic achievements, progress in research, extension activities and sports and extracurricular activities and infrastructure developments. Mangalore University has at present 26 PG departments offering 37 postgraduate programs having accredited with A grade by NAC. The basic facilities available on the campus include administrative building, faculty buildings, library, hostels, staff quarters, guest houses. There is a well-equipped outpatient health center. The Mangala Auditorium with excellent facilities is available for all our major and mega events. The university has its own water supply arrangement on the campus. Among other facilities, banking, cyber cafe, IncludeNet and postal and communication facilities are included. There are 3 hostels for girls, including a working women's hostel and a hostel for men. There are 2 backward classes hostels on the campus for men and women. Sports facilities like gymnasium, indoor stadium and playgrounds are available on the campus. An outdoor stadium with 400 meters track will be ready by the end of this year. Mangalore University has Wi-Fi connectivity on the campus. The library has over 2 lakh collections which include books, bound volumes of journals, theses, dissertations, rare books, reports and government documents covering a wide variety of subjects. Mangalore University Library has access to more than 25 databases from the UGC Infonet. The library subscribes 288 Indian and 28 foreign journals in hard copies. Steps are taken to introduce anti-plagiarism software through Shodhganga project. There is a school up to pre-university class run by the employees of the university. There is an employees cooperative society catering to the daily needs of the residents of the campus. A modern canteen for day scholars, staff and visitors is available on the campus. Besides scholarships for meritorious students, there are other endowment scholarships for the meritorious but poor students. The university has also introduced sports scholarships for talented sports persons, incentives to inter-university new record creators and incentives to inter-university individual medalists are given every year. The university has introduced several welfare programs for SC/ST students under SCP-TSP special grant sanctioned by the state government. The university has advanced science research facilities like Microtron Center, Center for Application of Radioisotopes and Radiation Technology, Promotion of University Research and Scientific Excellence, Center for Advanced Research in Environment, Radioactivity and OASTC, coaching facility for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, backward class and minority students to prepare them for service examination, UGC NET examination, etc. is available on the campus. Mangalore University has grown impressively since its inception with 208 affiliated colleges, including 2 constituent colleges and 5 autonomous colleges with a total student strength of about 98,000.